My name's Leon, and I help home service business owners grow into 6 and 7 figure businesses that can eventually work for them. And if you're watching this video, it's because you're the owner of a home service business. Maybe you're building a business and you aspire to grow far beyond just you doing everything in the business. And I can tell you, after having built multiple 7 figure businesses and helping 50 plus people around the country and in Canada go from brand creation to 6 and 7 figures, I can tell you the number one important thing that you can do within your business is build systems. And so this video is going to show you what systems are and how to use systems within your business so that your business can be as profitable as ever. So let's jump right into it. What are systems? Forgive my horrible handwriting, but we'll do the best we can. Systems simply are a predetermined way of doing things. It's things broken down into steps to go from point A to point B. It allows you to scale. Systems allow you to become more profitable, and they make your business much more valuable. And this is important because without a predetermined way of doing literally everything in your business, you're going to find yourself being much more reactive, much more going with the wind. And I could tell you, after trying that, it will become exhausting. You will get tired of having to think so much every single day. You will get tired of forgetting things. You will get tired of, even if you have a team, repeating yourself over and over, or simply put, you will get tired of not learning from your mistakes. And systems allow you to have a specific way of doing things so that when you are improving the business, you have specific areas to look within your business, and you're not just sitting there hoping that your business gets more profitable, or hoping that people stop quitting, or hoping that you can hire more people. And so I want to go into a little bit about certain systems within your business and why they're important. I mentioned scaling. Systems are important to scale your business because it allows you to continuously rely on the process and not the person. And as we all know, people are crucial to our business, but we also know that people are people. And what I mean by that is people change jobs, people have emergencies, people are not always as reliable as a machine. And when we're building our business, we want to look at it as a machine, as if we were creating a product. How can we reverse engineer that product creation? Or in our case, how can we reverse engineer the outcome we want within our service so that we can create a predictable experience every single time? And so you'll literally be able to go from happy customer to then one step back. Oh, it's doing a good job. How do we do a good job? How do we get jobs? How do we get people to do the jobs? How do we do our marketing? How do we budget? Every single phase of the customer's life cycle within your business will have a predetermined way of doing things so that you can grow the business. And the way you can grow the business is by first establishing your systems, your manufacturing line, if you will, of creating a happy customer. Now we can put more money in marketing, or we can hire more people, or we can become more efficient within the service that we're providing. Each little part of the business we can look at and grow in volume or decrease in expenses. How can we improve each part of the business? Well, we have to create different parts of the business in order to determine how to improve those parts. And by being able to do that, that allows you to grow the business, because now you can hire people and have a predetermined way of teaching and training them. You can have a predetermined way of acquiring customers. You can have a predetermined way of growing the business. And that allows you to scale. And we also talked about becoming more profitable. Obviously, we all want to be more profitable, right? And the way we become more profitable is by creating different parts of our business, as I mentioned. And each one of those parts of the business can be improved. Maybe it's marketing, and we can decrease our ad spend and increase our amount of customers. Excuse me, dog. Or maybe it's decreasing the time it takes, that's a clock, decreasing the time it takes to complete a job, thereby spending less on payroll or less on materials. If we have a system or a predetermined way of hiring people, that means we can filter through more interviews more effectively. We can hire more effective people. And by doing these things, the business creates more money. And that's what we want to do, of course. So by being able to grow the business and become more profitable, your business becomes more valuable. And this is crucial for people that are building a business to develop wealth within their life. I've bought and sold businesses, and the way I've been able to get to further and further benchmarks or milestones in my life is by creating more value. And we certainly want to do that within our business for our customer, but we also want to do that for the business as a business owner. And what that means is you'll be able to then sell that business for much more money. Home services right now are becoming more and more valuable than ever because they are they're within an industry that is oftentimes recession proof. They are often the most reliable industries because they are heavily built off of needs. People will always have kitchens. People will always need repairs on their house. People will always be improving their house because they may not be able to afford a new one, or they may not be able to afford a house that's already repaired. And so there's always a need for home services. And the more valuable, the more profitable we can make the business, the more valuable we can create as an asset to then sell at a multiple. Most home service businesses will sell for 3 to 6 times the profit that you're producing. So as I've taught others and as I'll teach you, if you want to build 7 figures, millions of dollars in profit, you can then sell that business for, let's say you're making $1 million a year, you could sell it for 3, 5, $6 million, and then take that $6 million and put it into rental properties. And then you don't have to work. You can have a property manager manage your properties, and now you're making that mailbox money, as I say. And so I really encourage you guys to take the skills that you have within your home service business, which may be doing the trade, and harness that skill and systemize the business so that that business can then fund true wealth. So you're not having to replace the floors every day in your flooring business. So you're not having to install the countertops in your countertop business, or you're not having to install the windows in your window business. I encourage you guys to subscribe and follow me for more ways to systemize and scale your business so that the business can eventually start working for you instead of you doing everything in the business. Catch you guys on the next video.